How's it going? I believe we are up and running. All right, sweet. So let's get this started with a new format that we're going to be doing from here on out. Because I have my YouTube VODs channel up and running, so we're going to start off by saying hey to both Twitch and to YouTube from now on. Also, anything that is new or anything going on with the channel, Discord or YouTube. I'm going to use this screen as just kind of a starting point, and then we can go in and have a good time from there. All right, so let's get all the plugs out of the way in the beginning so we can just have a good time. Starting off, as you see, I have now sponsored up with Factor 75. They're great. If you don't know what it is, think of HelloFresh 2.0. I mean, it's everything that you love about HelloFresh, only cheaper and, in my opinion, a little bit better. So, shout out to them for sponsoring. That's awesome. I am a tiny channel, but here we are. So, yeah, that's pretty solid. The other thing I want to plug is, like I said, I have the YouTube VODs channel. So, if for some reason the Twitch chat isn't working, I've had problems off and on with it, please feel free to head over there and leave me any sort of comment that you want, whether it's just outright criticism or whether it's constructive criticism. We are trying to build a community here, so let's work on that. The other thing is, I know that I kind of stream at later hours, so if you're catching this as a VOD after the fact, um, and I mean, it really only takes about 5 seconds for you to shoot over to YouTube, check out the channel. It is Play with Paul. Unfortunately, because I am still such a small channel, you are going to have to type in Play with Paul 7, and it'll pop up 7 Days to Die. So let's just kind of get that sorted out. And yeah, last thing I'll say about this before we start playing is, again, just a little bit of a reminder, this is because most of my views have been coming after the fact as VODs. So I want to make sure that I can reach everybody and have everybody have a voice in this community, and not just kind of feel like if you're you know, a late night person that you'll have a say in the channel or any sort of direction that it goes. So that's kind of why this format will be this way. Just trying to make sure everybody knows what's going on, and if you want to use different platforms, that is more than awesome. I mean, go ahead, whether it's YouTube, Discord, or Twitch, just feel free to reach out to me. But all of that being said, let's go ahead, get into this. Right now we are in Dyersville. We are kind of gonna fuck it up for a little bit and then probably move south. I would like to go through every POI in Dyersville before going to the city in the desert, but ultimately at the end of the day, we are gonna do whatever it is that we kind of want, actually. So let's go ahead and get some of this cluster cleared up. I'm not too worried about what time is it. All right, it's 20:54, so it is night, or it's about to be nighttime. So this would actually be a pretty good time to go through and organize this shit. But right now, I can't be stuffed. So we are just going to throw that shit in there. Get a... Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't. Alright, let's go ahead and do that real quick. We have to craft a dew collector, so that way I can get it set up while I am still here in Dyersville. Like I said, I don't know how much time I'm going to be spending here, but it will most likely be until after the Horde. And then, obviously we can go from there. Let's do that. What do I need for a dew collector? And duct tape. But yeah, if you are wanting to hit up the chat, go ahead and feel free. Everybody should feel nice and included. I want to make sure everybody knows that they are more than welcome to, join in. That is kind of why we're doing this after all. So once we have the dew collector done, I might actually... No, I don't have enough. I mean, I could craft more duct tape, but having multiple dew collectors is not exactly the most pressing issue that I have right now. Honestly, I think that'd be food. Also, if there's anything, I did change a couple of settings. If you have seen any of the previous, streams, whether as a VOD or as a stream, then you should be able to tell me or let me know in some sort of way if it's smoother. I did change some settings. Chat should be fully functional now, and hopefully the gameplay is a lot smoother. So we're just gonna have to test some things out and see. Again, still basically a brand new channel. So a lot of this it's going to come with time, and we're going to hopefully get everything dialed in. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but I guess you just never know. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start setting this up. Let me see. I am thirsty. So how I like to do it, and I know everybody's a little bit different, but how I like to do is I like to put food and medicine together. That I'm going to throw in the campfire, but ultimately, yeah, I like to keep all of my first aid and or, survival things together. For me, it just kind of makes sense. And I just gotta check this. Sweet. So as you see, we're, at the end of day 3. We're not super far into this run. But we're going to play for a couple of hours today. And then the next stream will probably be when we do the first horde. So I'm excited for that. What am I doing? What is it going to do? You guys got to tell me. I keep forgetting things. Campfire. We can go ahead and throw this down in here. Okay. I don't believe I have any meat, but I do have a good amount of water I have to cook. And got some coal right here. All right, 8 minutes. I don't know why I did that. There we go. 16, and let's get that cooking. What I just did right there, I'm sure you saw. I like doing that because I have a tendency to forget about the stuff that's being cooked, and that has caused me more than enough problems in the past. Let's go ahead and equip this if we can. Stun baton. I probably won't be using the stun baton unless somebody like requests it. Right now, I'm rocking the sledgehammer build, and I gotta tell you, if you haven't seen the last one, it's a bit choppy and there are a little bit of problems here and there, but ultimately it completely showcases why I think the sledgehammer is one of the most OP weapons in the entire game. I used to be a big spearman myself. I thought that that was, with the reach and the ability to pop heads off, dude, I really, really thought that there wasn't going to be anything that could rival a really good, like, spear. But then I switched over to sledgehammers, and gotta tell you, not bad. What do I have in here? Structural brace mod. Okay. Modify that. Let's go ahead and throw that one in there. Also, this will be a permadeath run. That's typically how I do all of my runs. I don't like the idea of dying and then coming back, but I do understand why some people do it. For me, it's just not the it's not the end all be all. If that makes any sort of sense. I don't know. I feel like if you die in the game, then you should probably just pony up and start a new run. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wear that. Take that out. Scrap. Bam. That's perfect. That cigar was 0.01. Yeah, I gotta go with those. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out. Yeah. All right. So this is good enough for now. I'm not too worried about having every last little thing perfectly organized. At least not right at this moment. Maybe eventually I'll go through and actually do that. Lockpicks. Nope. I had lockpicks. You know what? I think I might have left those. Yeah, damn. I think I left those. Go ahead and leave that there. Feather. I'll do that. I know I should make more arrows. I don't ever use it. At least not early on. The bow and arrow is fine, but it's not, for me, it's just not like my playstyle. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we are going to put a point into Smasher, a point into Big and Fast, and we have one left, which is awesome. I should probably start doing Boomstick, because I did say I wanted to. I do want to run sledgehammers and shotguns. I mean, why not? They're both in the strength category. And I'm not putting like fucking any perks into or points into like Miner 69er, Motherload, um, heavy armor. Like if you look at my intellect, there is nothing. I'm not doing any hardcore crafting. I just don't feel like that is what everybody wants to see. Is like, oh, fucking 5 hours of somebody mining just to get enough resources. For me, I would much rather watch somebody have to fight tooth and nail just to go get loot. And I know everybody's different. That's cool. I don't know, it's just my personal preference, though. Like I have said a few times, if there's anything that I need to adjust, please let me know. I have modified sound. The sound coming through the stream, not... I mean, I tweaked the sound of the actual game itself a little bit, but I didn't do too much. So, like I said, if I have to make an adjustment, just let me know. Yeah, I hear someone. Where are you? There you are. See, and this is kind of one of the things I was talking about last time. I was playing this game and I was talking about Dyersville. It's just that it's not, I mean, obviously it's not meant to be the most challenging city. It's supposed to be a starter city, you know, something that's kind of like a suburban environment that you can take on at a pretty early level, something that's not going to be too strenuous. But I don't know, at the end of the day, I like it. It's just a bit easy. And again, I'm only on day 4 now. But like I've stated before, I have no intention of going through and like all of this looting that I'm doing right now is because I wanted to get here, wanted to clear the house and start looting other buildings. Because I knew come nighttime I could always come here and, you know, do this shit. Yeah, man. It's a pretty chill run right now. Having some fun. Sorry about that. I had to attend to something real quick. No, right now it's a super chill run. We are going to be doing some pretty crazy shit later on if everything goes well. Which so far, I mean, it was a first bad or a bad first day, but after that everything's been kind of working out pretty well. So I don't really, unless shit really hits the fan at a weird time, I don't see anything going wrong for a while. But yeah, this is 7 Days to Die. I'm not doing a tunnel underneath any of the houses simply for the fact that I don't need that much stone. I don't need anything. I don't need that much clay soil. I'm not crafting all of my ammo. I basically plan to find everything I'm going to use. And if I need something and I can't find it, then I will buy it. I'm not above that. Sweet. Look at that. Speaking of which, time to hydrate real quick. Oh, piss. Now, one thing that I did want to bring up, and now's kind of a good point because I have a little bit of time before it's 4 o'clock, but I don't really have that much time to start doing any sort of projects. And this is something I'll probably mention again later on in the video, but if there is anything that you guys want from this channel, or from maybe just this run, whatever the case is, you know, I'm pretty much open to whatever. I have played this game quite a few times, and if it's one thing that I know, it's that it can get pretty stale every now and then. So I'm totally open. I'm totally open to any possibility. If you guys want like a mega base, or the base to be the size of like a shed, then I am totally open to doing both. To me, that seems like a lot of fun, having versatility like that. And matter of fact, I've said it before, I do plan on having at least one base in every biome. And I'd like to have one base in every like bigger city, whether it's Dyersville or the Desert City or Wasteland, whatever. But this isn't just my run. The way I see it, this is, well, it's kind of all of ours now. In a way, it's weird in a good sense, I'm so used to playing this game by myself and having to come up with every single last creative thing, and honestly, I'm pretty bad when it comes to creativity. So, this is definitely something that we can. Oh shit, that's what I keep doing that. I need to label these. My God. But I'm not terrible when it comes to creativity. I'm just not the most creative person. So if you guys are wanting, mega bases and stuff like that, I'm totally open to doing that. We're just gonna have to work together, kind of as a community, as a group, and come up with stuff that we can see if I can pull off. I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun. I feel like having an outside source that's like, hey man, wouldn't it be insane if you did this? And then I can read it and be like, oh my God, dude, I never would have thought to do that. So this is our run as much as it is me playing a game I don't want anybody to feel left out. I don't want anybody to think that their opinions or their kind of wants aren't being met. I will try to do everything I can to facilitate that. Also, you'll see, I don't really do the whole dungeon style POIs the right way. I mean, I do. I definitely try to at times. But other times I just can't be bothered. Thank you. Wake up. Or don't wake up. Hey, she was like that when I got here. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get the idea of dungeon style POIs. But to me, if you're not living life chaotically, what's the point? This game is chaotic. This game makes no sense. This game is sporadic and oftentimes glitches out in the smallest things. So why try to aim for perfect? Oh, I am also terribly sorry. It is about that time that I mention our great sponsor of Factor. Factor is fantastic. Like I said in the opening, it is HelloFresh, but tweaked more specifically for you. It is obviously dietitian approved. They truly are. I did spend a lot of time on their website. I will admit that I haven't used it, not yet, but I do actually plan on taking full advantage of their, generosity and trying them out. They seem great, they seem genuine, and all of the people that I do trust in the world of nutrition, they all highly, highly, highly recommend them. So I got to give them that. All right, we're at the beginning of the POI. Oh, and by the way, I will have better and more formal sponsorship moments. I just, right now, I don't really feel like bombarding you guys with that. I want to spend my streams actually streaming for fun and making sure everybody's having a good time. If you feel bad that you can't catch these live, that's all right. I get it. Like I said, I know I kind of stream late into the night. It just works for my schedule. There are going to be a couple of times that I try to stream earlier, but with my daughter being as young as she is, it makes it difficult at times. That's for sure. All right, I think we are finally back on track. See, this is one of the reasons I don't like doing POIs the way that I sometimes do them. It's just because you end up backtracking and then you got to go through and do exactly what I just did. But man, is it fun. Hey, how's it going? Is this game free? No, this game is not free, but can you read my messages? Hey, yeah, I'm getting them all right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, no, the game isn't free, but honestly, just wait on Steam, dude. They go on sale all the time. That is, you don't have to wait that long. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing all right. Honestly, I'm having fun playing this before everything goes to hell with the, big new updates. Son of a bitch. How's the sound, guys? I've been having some sound issues the last couple of streams, but I hopefully have worked out all the kinks. Hey, how's it going? So if you missed the beginning of the stream, that is okay with me. No, all set? Oh, sweet. Do I play any other game beside this? Yeah, so I'm actually going to be updating my schedule. I do like a good survival game, not going to lie about that. But I am open to pretty much anything, man. See, I'm not streaming to make money. I'm streaming because well, one, I love playing games. And secondly, I like hanging out, talking to some cool people. We all get to fuck around and find out together. It's a pretty good time. Oh, God, you guys can see me get lost in a small room. Sounds interesting. Yeah, Oh, shit. Honestly, it is what it is, buddy. I work all the time, so anytime I can find. I work in the blue collar industry, do manufacturing, field work, stuff like that. But honestly, no, I like playing games. I don't have a ton of time, but the wife just picked up a job, which kind of opened up my late night schedule a little bit. So I get to spend a little bit of time with her, and then when she heads off to work, I can play my games. So that's kind of what all this has been about, is just seeing what we can do. Seeing if I can actually start up a community. If you don't mind, can I? Sure, buddy. That's what all of this is about. Making friends. Hanging out. Alright, I think that was the main loot here. Yeah, this is the problem with Dyersville. It's just, none of this is really worth it. Oh, you're a girl? Oh, that's awesome. I call everybody guy, dude, man. If that's not your personal thing, if you're like, hey, call me miss, or however you identify, then... Oh my god, my hand isn't working. then just let me know. I'll try to correct it. Like I said, I'm not a streamer by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, that's nice. Like I was saying, I'm not a streamer by any sense of the imagination, and I'm still getting kind of used to all of this. I'm going to make mistakes here or there. Well, I have a Discord that everybody is more than welcome to join. And I don't mind doing collaborations with, people as long as everything is cool and copacetic. I think we can be amenable to that. Let's go ahead and get all of this shit moved over. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's pick up some more meat, and we have plenty of... Got plenty of water. Yeah, I believe I have a link on my Twitch channel that'll take you over to my Discord. If not, you can always go to my YouTube. That one I know for a fact works because I was able to test that one out before I streamed today, so I know that one is fully functional. How's the stream been? The stream has been pretty smooth. So far, it sounds like our sound problems have been fixed, and chat is working, so the problem that's been a pain in my ass for the last couple of streams is no mas. So that's pretty nice. Ah, shit. Alright. Knock you back down, scope this out. See, this is what I mean. Glad you're able to get it work. Yeah, same, honestly. It's been pretty nice. Again, I big part of the reason for doing this is to actually be able to utilize chat. The sledgehammer is just honestly ridiculous. Especially when you're not worried about crafting, so you can just sink all of your points into strength and really beef it up. Come on, Kenny. You're taking too long. I don't need... The other good thing is that my wrist has been feeling a lot better today. So if you weren't involved in the last stream, I sliced my wrist open pretty solidly on some rebar, and it's been plaguing me. Are you outside? Yeah, you are. Huh. But it's feeling a lot better right now. That has been really, really nice as well. Jesus, that was annoying. Not too stiff? No, it's not too stiff. I do have moments where I can feel the stitches pulling a little bit. But ultimately, I think right now it's pretty solid. That's why I'm able to kind of look around a little bit more and really just feel like I'm actually playing the game instead of the game playing me. Alright, so it looks like we're going up. What I've been struggling to do all day. This one's unlocked. Damn it, hoping for some of that tasty toilet water. Oh yeah. So the link. I'm gonna do that again real quick. The link for Factor. If you go ahead and use mine, you get 50% off plus free shipping on your first order. Helps out the channel a lot. Also, if you guys don't like sponsorships, then I'd be fine running ads. I just don't particularly like ads. I'd rather listen to somebody go, oh, well, here's this thing I like, as opposed to watching something I don't care about for 30 seconds or a minute. Oh, damn, I don't think I checked the other closet. That looks like a plug. And that's going to be the locked door. I wonder... Oh, Jesus, I am so all over the place. I was going to say, I wonder if she ever broke into the bottom stairs. Skinny Pete, you can piss right off, buddy. See, that's what I mean. Once you get the sledgehammer leveled up and it doesn't just destroy your stamina, it becomes unstoppable. It's just not even fair. Primitive bow, go ahead and scrap that. I swear to God I had some lockpicks. Alright. That was a nice little POI. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too insane. But that was fun. Now the problem is, I swear to God I have dementia because I keep forgetting where my damn house is because I haven't actually put down a land claim block here yet. So I should probably do that. Eating chips and watching you play is a win. That sounds awesome. Thank you so much. I know we're married, but I like the idea of you sitting, kind of watching, hanging out while you're at work. And by the way, you also feel more than free to submit your suggestions and anything you would like to see on the channel. After all, we are all involved in this. I can do this later. I don't know why I'm doing this now. Alright, let's go. Yep, cleared everything I need to clear. So this is basically what we're going to be doing for a while. Oh, you bet I will? Yes, that's exactly what I want. I want that challenge, that excitement, that fun, the kind of thing I wouldn't think about, but some of you crazy bastards will make me do. That just seems like a really good time. Alright, where are we gonna go next? You know, I could do this in like a grid, make it efficient, but to me that just seems boring. I also need to go through and mark the ones that I've already cleared. But we're just going to go through the back right here. Always hit it from the back. See, this is what I'm talking about. Right there. So obviously I'm not able to really watch my stream. But you are fully aware of the issues I was having with the kind of stutters, and it seemed like the bitrate was off and the quality issues. So is it still messed up, or is it playing better? Might as well open that. Wow. That was really effective, guys. That scared me. You slowly walked into my sledgehammer. Oh, Screamer. Loot bag. That is nice. Ooh. Get Hammered books. This is my favorite. I'm banging on the house. Yeah, so the goal is to get as many points into big and fast as I can before we get to the iron sledgehammer, because those just swing so damn slow that the timing is completely off. Well, that was the big finale. It's almost sad. Ooh, it sounded like my app just crashed and it wouldn't load. Oh, that's a pisser. Damn, I'm sorry. It sounds like we have a zombie breaking in downstairs. Let's go ahead and smash their faces in real quick. How's everybody doing? Everyone all right? Where the hell are you? You've been banging on that door for like 5 damn minutes. Jesus. All right, well, that was pretty much cleared, so we're going to go on to the next one. And what my plan is on day 6, we're going to go hit up the hospital. I feel like that'll be a good, little run before we have to worry about the horde on day 7. I say worry about the horde. It's not going to be... I want to go home. I know. It's not going to be much of a horde. It'll be the first one, and quite frankly, in Dyersville, you're still in the pine forest or the forest biome, whatever the hell they want to call it. It's going to be a super easy horde. I was actually thinking about increasing either the difficulty, because right now everything is set to default. Everything is set to default. So I was thinking about either increasing the difficulty. Well, that's too damn bad. I was thinking about either increasing the difficulty or just increasing some of the attributes for them, whether it's, they sprint all the time, or, they're always feral, or some shit like that. So I think that is something that we could talk about as a community. If you guys want me to do that, then sweet. I'll see if I can make it happen. Also, if you've just joined in, please feel free to chat. I try to respond as much as I can while still, being entertaining in the gameplay. Right now, because I'm not doing any, crazy crafting. I'm not spending hours and hours digging shit so I can craft ammo. I'm putting all my points into strength so that way I can get my sledgehammer basically maxed out. And I'm only on day 4, so this shit's pretty damn easy. And I should be able to, maybe attributes? I should be able to pay attention to chat a bit more. Did I already clear this out? Yeah, I guess I did. Huh. I really got to start marking them. Jesus. Yeah, I could do attributes, like feral sense turned on, or always sprinting. We can kind of play around with that next stream. Okay. So where are we going to go? Let's go ahead and just start on the south side of town. Work our way north. That's just what we'll do. Because I, quite frankly, don't feel like going through and actually marking them down. Because to be honest, I'm a bit lazy. Dude, I'm coming. You'll get your ass kicked in a second. I don't even know where you are. Whatever. I'm sure you've also noticed that I'm not doing... Oh, you're probably up there. I'm not doing the trader quests It's not like I'm purposefully excluding them. I just that can be filed under I just can't be bothered right now, and I would much rather roam. You just watched someone pee in a bush who wasn't homeless. Okay. I don't know if the fact that they weren't homeless makes it better or worse. Because since they're clearly not homeless, they can shower, but then that also means they can take a piss in their own home. So I really don't know. Stone Sledgehammer quality 6. Hell yeah. Although, I'll probably forego that unless I can find some more legendary parts. Alright. I just want to make sure this is as far south as you can go. Yeah, besides that. But it's not technically in Dyersville, so I can do that later. It's not a priority right now. That's why it confused me too. Yeah, that's definitely I guess the puzzling part about it. Let's go ahead and eat real quick. Oh, damn. Stepped on the coffee table. See, that's one thing about the new update that I'm not really looking forward to. Is they apparently just crawl for, like, no reason. Which, ow, you bitch. Which I find interesting because it kind of does that already. They will just go to crawl for no damn reason. I swear to God, that's how this game is. I had a run where for like a week, I could not find a damn cooking pot. It was driving me crazy. And now that I have one, it's like, okay, well, since you have one, you'll just keep finding them. And so I'm going to get ready to go do that. I hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, baby. I hope you have a good rest of your shift. I'm sorry your nose hurts. But I love you, and take care. Have a good, like I said, have a good rest of your shift. Stay away from people pissing in bushes. Oh, sweet. Can scrap that shovel I never use and bring on that shovel I will never use. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this. Finish this PLY. Get back, drop off the rest of the shit that we have, and then we can start planning what we're going to do tonight and what we are going to do the next day. Because like I said, I'm going to stream for probably another hour if everything works out well, if my wrist doesn't end up killing me. Then I'll try to get another hour in. You know, I actually had a horde base along these stairs, and I gotta be honest, it worked really, really, really well. Oh, he scared the hell out of me. Oh, that was like... Well, I don't know why that one got me so bad, but it did. I think it's because I heard it at like the very last second, and it just... It was like just enough to barely get it, and that made it worse. Damn it. Alright, so we're going to have to sink all of our points that we get from this into strength, and then go big and fast. Because we're starting to pick up, or not pick up, we're starting to unlock like the iron sledgehammer, and pretty soon we're gonna be finding more stuff for steel sledgehammers. And while yes, both of those are significantly better than the stone, you gotta love the stone sledge. It's iconic for a reason. Yeah, fuck it. I like the speed. I like the stamina regen from it. There's really nothing about it that I don't like. Sounds like there's one downstairs. Okay, there's definitely one. At least one downstairs, and I believe... No? And then, yeah, this is what I did, but just all fucked up. Cool. This POI is done. I mean, yeah, I could clear this out real quick. Oh. This is where you're actually supposed to drop in. But like I said, sometimes I just don't care. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. It's like a little wandering horde. Let's go take care of business. Loot bag. Yeah, I know, I'm encumbered. Damn. See what I mean? It's just so nice. It is just so damn nice. That being said, I'm totally gonna rock an iron sledgehammer. It's just one of those things where I like to get my strength and the big and fast all the way up. It's just such a slow swing. Jeez, got a lot to go through tonight, which is a good thing. And how many skill points do I have? I have 2 as of right now. So we'll have to see. Alright, we're going back south, which I might have temporarily forgotten. Gonna go back south. We did that one right there, so we'll go ahead and just do... We already did that one, that one. I need to see if we've done this one. I believe we have, though. Yeah. Although I didn't go up to the roof because I didn't feel like crafting frames or anything. That's something I can do later. I can always pull up, you know, do like a little nighttime raid. Alright, so the south side is done, which is solid. I could go do that. Or I could run over and grab the supply drop. The Grand Fork Estates. Yeah, I already did this one. No, I did not. Or more likely I started it, but I just didn't clear it because I'm a lazy bastard. But we can run through this one real quick. Ooh, an engine. Again, since I'm not doing any traps, anything like that, I am just going to sell all the batteries and engines I find. Sweet, I can get some coal here. But I'm not too worried about that. That's going to be like the one thing I do mind. Or mind. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Yep, see, I just didn't clear it. But that will probably be the one thing I will mine when I see it is coal, just because you use that for a lot of shit. And even if you aren't crafting, you still use it to cook all your food. Okay, so I did that one because that's my house. I did that one. I have done both of these. Yeah. I've done this one as well. So I think I'm going to be on this side of the street now. And if you are curious as to why I do certain things, it's typically just because it makes sense to me. So, like, for instance, I wasn't upgrading the sledgehammer that I could use because, like, right now I'm on iron, but I'm still using a level 3 stone. And that's just because of the fact that I have been upgrading the sledgehammer and all of the points and everything like crazy. So I'm finding a lot of magazines, and honestly there are a lot of times where I will craft, you know, like let's say right now I go to craft a level 4. Oh my god, you startled me, sir. You have startled me. There'll be times where I'll go to craft a level 4 and like in 4 seconds later I find another book and I can craft a level 5, and I've just wasted those resources. And for something like a stone sledgehammer, that's not the end of the world, obviously. but I just kind of find it to be a bit wasteful, especially because of the fact that I'm not doing a ton of mining, right? I'm not... There we go. I'm not doing a ton of mining. I am not going through and doing all the crafting. Nope. I am finding loot, using loot, all that shit. So unless I'm buying all of the parts needed to constantly craft new sledgehammers, whether it's, you know, stone, iron, or steel, it's just going to... It's just going to be a lot of resources that I'm wasting. I don't like doing that. The more resources I waste, the higher the chance that I'm actually going to have to start doing shit like mining at night. And I don't want to mine at night. I would much rather loot all fucking day until past, you know, nightfall. Go home, spend the rest of the night sorting my loot. I'm a loot goblin. So that's kind of my preference. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this guy up. Well, I don't think he's down here. Oh, he's outside. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta deal with this. He is annoying the shit out of me. Of course it's Skinny Pete. Alright, we are, however, going to run through the rest of this POI. Which I think is right here. That's kind of perfect. Wrench quality. See, this is what I mean. Guys, I have put 0 points into intellect. I have a level 2 wrench by day 4. I have a... I can go over it. Ooh, nice. I'll go over all of the shit that I have, and I have no points. None. 0 points in intellect. I get why people do it. It's literally just for faster evolution of everything. And there's nothing wrong with it. But God, I would just rather put all my points into strength and just be a monster. You find the stuff, like, if I really wanted to right now, I could take... Oh, I found the... Oh, son of a... Yeah, I know. If I could, or if I wanted to, I could go make a level 2 wrench and start taking all these cars apart, get everything I need, and, well, yeah, that's advantageous. And I understand why it would be more so early on. In my mind, it's just kind of a waste of points in the beginning. I'd rather get to a point early on where there's not a POI I can't go in, or like right now, I'm out. It's 20 or 22:03. It's nighttime, so I'm gonna have runners. And some of them are gonna be feral. That is what I needed right there. Holy shit. I really needed that. Like, bad. I mean, I wasn't going to starve to death, but that was nice. No, what I was saying is, like, right now, I'm outside. I would rather be able to hold my own against any sprinting feral zombie than be like, hey, man, let me read you a book. That's just a touch more important to me. Come on. Not being worried, like right now, if I wanted to go grab that, I could go grab that. I'm not worried about whether or not my character can handle himself. I'm not stressing about whether or not I have... Oh. I'm not stressing about whether or not I have a good enough weapon. No, all of that is taken care of. Sure, I might be dumb for a little bit, but honestly, it's alright. Being dumb ain't that bad. Alright, let's go ahead and get this shit all sorted. Sorry, I was paying attention over to the stream chat. I just kind of noticing something. And I wanted to check it out real quick. I just want to check it out real quick. So I apologize for that. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this whole multitasking thing, and it's just going to take me a little bit of time, you know, trying to be better with it. I'm trying to get there, but ultimately, I don't need bullet casings because I'm not going to be crafting my own bullets. So I can also scrap that. I don't need that. I could probably sell that. That's fine. As far as crafting shit, I think that's good. Although I'm going to put that there. Yeah. I also know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, dude, if you're not doing anything crafting, then why are you gathering up crafting resources? And honestly, the simple the simplest answer is because I'm a loot whore. I've already said that. I love loot. I love loot of every shape, every size. To me, I think that that's kind of the whole point of this game. Since there is no story mode, you are essentially just going, fuck it. How much shit can I get before I die? And I respect that. I really, honestly respect that. Oh, damn, I should have taken that one as well. Do parts and apparel right now. No, but honestly, that's why I'm taking everything. It just boils down to I'm loot whore, and I have really. Oh shit! I don't know why I did that. I have only one real philosophy when it comes to this game, and that is take everything. Just take everything. There's no point in not. Even if it's not something that you're actively going to use, still take it. Because plans also change. I mean, hell, if you guys come back to me and you're like, hey, we really want you to do this, well, then who the hell am I to say no? Nomad boots, modified. Sweet. Oh, skills. Let's go ahead and do... No, because I need to get perception up for that. I don't want to do that. Let's go 1 into that. Another one into big and fast. And another one into... Oh, shit, that was 2. Yeah, alright, that works. That's fine. 17% faster. I'm good with that because I'm probably going to craft an iron sledge. So that actually works. See, that's another thing that I like about doing this. Is you saw that everything was systematically taken out until I had really only food left. I had that little bit of ammo in there. That was the only thing that was off. But that's, that's kind of why I like doing it this way. I think that it's smoother. Oh shit, what am I doing right now? I'm kind of grabbing everything. Okay, so I'm doing weapons. Weapons and mods. Ammo, feather, fuck it, that'll go with wherever I want. Yep. Just because I already put it there. Oh, son of a bitch, I forgot to put the shotgun shells in there. And that's going to go with the rest of the mods and random assortment of apparel and shit. And the rest should be food with a little bit of kind of random things. Yep, should be all of it. All right, so I think that was a pretty successful day. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna get off right now. I do know that I'll probably end up. What I might do is just play the rest of the night and then kind of get off in the morning, or maybe like 3:55 is when I'll back out. I just want to make sure that next time we go to start up, because I'm gonna finish this shit Dyersville really quick on the next stream. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't just start with the hospital. And that's something that if you guys are watching in the VODs or you guys are watching, later on on YouTube, which it's still VODs, whatever, then you can go ahead and let me know what you want me to do in that regard. But yeah, I'm honestly just thinking about doing the hospital tomorrow, and then maybe on day 6 going and finishing up some of these houses, maybe doing like the fire station, just because I mean, honestly, there's really not a lot here. There's definitely not a lot left. I've already hit the bigger ones. So let's go ahead and get some of that. I've hit the bigger ones. Unless I go through and unlock all of the safes and shit like that, which I really don't feel like doing. It's just not worth it to me. No, we need food more than water. Grilled meat. That is going to be 515. So I'll have to pay attention to this one. Cook. But yeah, that's something that we can totally talk about. I will be streaming tomorrow night, same time, 9:30. I might finish the rest of this week just because it's already Thursday, right? So I have Thursday, Friday. I might finish this off playing 7 Days to Die. And then starting next week is when I'll start rotating other games in. I really haven't sat down and created a full schedule. But I would like to. I think that it would be really good for the channel, for growth, especially if people don't care about, this particular game. I don't want this to be the only game that I play, because then people are kind of like, oh, yeah, I want to watch him, but, God, I can't stand that fucking game. And that I get. I totally understand that. Should probably go through and clear all of this. But I do get that. I also like playing other games, which is, yeah, why I really, really don't mind run speed, light arm rating. No, that's good. Yeah, it's sorry about that. No, I don't mind playing other games. I don't mind doing really anything you guys are up to. That's what I really want. I want this to be something fun, something we all get to have a say in, and really just, again, I love the term fuck around and find out. I think it. Are you shitting me? I just sprained my leg. Ah, damn it. No, what I was going to say is I think that that's something that we can all enjoy. Isn't there... Oh, son of a... I... Okay, I guess I didn't have any splints. Cloth, duct tape, and wood. I can't believe that just happened. Duct tape. I'm gonna go ahead and craft one. I'll craft two. No, I can't use that? What the hell is that good for then? Is that... So it's just broken. I cannot believe that just happened. I I totally lost my train of thought. I heard a zombie out here. So I thought, okay, I'll go take care of that. Jumped down the stairs, busted my leg up. What the hell fixes a sprain? Okay, now I'm pissed off. Are you shitting me? I swear to God, this run, I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Skinny Pete is going to be the death of me in this run. He has been the source of every single misfortune that I've had. And it's not like I just don't assume he's going to be a problem, or I overestimate him or underestimate him. No, he's just a dick. Every single time. But it's already 4:05 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and call it for today. Yeah, you can see debug creative active mode. That was completely an accident. I have not used it once. Just ignore that. Again, feel free to use my link to Factor and get yourself a nice, healthy meal. And I'm going to have all of this down pat on the next one. This one, I'm just glad that all the bugs and everything was fixed, at least to a relatively good degree. So, yeah, moving forward, I'm excited for all of the updates to the channel. I think it's going to be great. I think that we can knock everything out together. And, man, I can't thank you guys enough for spending some time with me, playing some games with me, and just hanging out. Really, ultimately, that's all I want. So, take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.